boom, boom. Oh, what's up, Jazzy? Good morning. Good morning. What's everybody up to this morning? We're watching Willy Wonka in the house. Woo! What's happening, everybody? Good morning. As you're stopping in, let me know where you're from. I'm Joe. I'm from Ohio. I got my Pokemon shirt on today because it is Pokemon Community Day. Oh! Look like I got something on my shirt already this morning. Well, we're here to talk about my journey over the last 8 months and the product that saved my life right here. I am having a Unamate this morning. I usually have coffee in the morning, but for the last 8 months I've been drinking Unamate. It is so good. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. But we're going to be talking about my journey from 407 pounds to 278 pounds. I've lost almost 130 pounds over my life. I changed these 3 things, and it really just turned my life upside down. So, in a good way. It's Saturday morning and we're going to IKEA later. The kids are playing games. I am here to talk about my journey on the Feelgrade system. I was battling insulin resistance, major depression. I was overweight, heavily overweight, 407 pounds. I'm now down to 278 pounds. I've probably lost a little bit more than that this week. I'm consistently losing about, 2 to 5 pounds a week on this system. And that is the only side effect to the system, which makes it amazing. In July of last year, I was 407 pounds. I was battling major depression and anxiety. I only left the house when I had to, like for work. And when I did that, I put on a mask and, became this character that everybody knows and loves, so to speak. I'm sure there's many people out there who know what I'm talking about. But this is nobody's coming in here. I have to figure this out. It's driving me crazy. Hi Kim, how are you today? As you guys come into the channel, just let me know where you're from. Let me know if you're struggling with any weight loss issues, pre-diabetes, insulin resistance, neuropathy, any of those things. How you doing? Hey, Diane, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'm just here this Saturday morning, enjoying my Unamate, and just wanted to kind of talk about my journey up to this point so far. I started my journey on the Feelgrade system in July of last year. I was 407 pounds. I was battling major depression and anxiety. I had daily headaches, weekly migraine headaches. I was eating over-the-counter drugs like candy. I was definitely pre-diabetic and insulin resistant. But I didn't go to the doctor. I was not a fan of doctors, so I stayed away from them. I think doing that is not necessarily a good idea. I'm kind of torn when it comes to doctors. I think it's very important to have a regular doctor and get checkups and see how you are. But I think the problem with doctors and the pharmaceutical industry today is that they want to give you a pill. They want to give you medication to fix everything, and you don't need a pill to fix high blood pressure. You don't need a pill. You don't need medication to fix diabetes and insulin resistance and just being overweight. You can take care of all of these things yourself, and it doesn't take any effort or very little effort at that. And I never knew that. I think that was what the deal was for me. Like, I stayed this size for so long and just dealt with my overweight self, dealt with the headaches, dealt with the embarrassment, dealt with the depression and anxiety that this brings, because I didn't know any better. But all along, there's been this system in play that's been around by Rexall Drug for the last 30 years that nobody knows about and nobody's talking about. And that's why I'm on here today, just to share my story with anybody who wants to listen, anybody who wants to change their life. You can. You know, if you're overweight, if you're dealing with diabetes issues, if you're dealing with insulin resistance, any of those things, and there's so many diseases that are caused just from this, just from what we're putting in our mouth every day. And there's an all-natural alternative, and it has completely changed my life. This is 8 months' time right here. No exercise, very little exercise. Like, I do go to the gym now, but I didn't, like, for my first 90 days. The system I'm on offers a 90-day challenge where you get your money back. Like, that was one of the deciding factors for me to get on this program, was the fact that they give you your money back if it doesn't work. Like, who else is doing that? You know, I don't know how much money I spent on gym memberships that I never used, and fad diets that I never stuck to. You know, just, clearing out the cupboards of all my junk food and putting in all health food, and then just never eating it all, buying all the vegetables and they went bad before you ever got to eat them. I wasted so much money, so much time over the years, only because I didn't know about this program. And here it is. This program took me from 407 pounds to 278 pounds. I've lost almost 130 pounds in the last 8 months. Like, that's incredible. It took me 46 years to put on that weight. I got that big over 46 years, and in 8 months, I lost 130 of it. Like, it's just wild to me. All from doing 3 steps. The first step is skipping breakfast. So instead of breakfast, I'm having this Unimate, and it is so good. Like, that's the thing too. Like, I think most people that try the system, it's about 50-50 on people who like it, but you don't have to like it. This is a life-saving, all-natural product. You know what I mean? That alone is why you should like it. I love it. I happen to be one of the people that enjoy the flavor. And there's different flavors. You got, I'm having black this morning. This is actually discontinued, so they don't make it anymore. But we have lemon ginger, we have lemon, and we have a new apple spice flavor. That is really, really good. If you like sweets, this is your new sweet, I'm telling you. But the protocol that I'm on that helped me lose helped me go from 407 pounds to 278 pounds is an intermittent fasting protocol. And I intermittent fast every day for 16 hours, at least 16 hours. I typically end up doing more because you're just not hungry anymore. Like, you're not hungry on this product. You're not hungry, yet you have energy all day long. At bedtime, I actually go to bed and fall asleep. Like, when I tell people that this product saves and changes lives, it's because when you get on this protocol, you are finally doing for your body what it was meant to do. You're giving it all the things it needs, the essential vitamins and minerals. You're giving it the fiber that it needs. You're giving it the time it needs to heal. You're giving it the time it needs to burn fat off of your body that you've been storing for years because you eat all day long. Like that's what I was doing. I was eating 6 to 8 times a day, and then I would eat until like 3 in the morning on snacks and whatever, and then go to bed, get up a few hours later and go to work and start the process all over. Like I never in my 46 years was I ever giving my body the time it needed to heal, or did I ever give it, and I tried health food diets and stuff, and you feel good for like a week, but then you miss pizza and you miss chips and you miss pop and you miss these things that you give up. And on this system, I don't miss anything. Like I feel satiated, I feel content. Like I don't want for anything. I don't use food to celebrate anymore. I don't use food when I'm depressed anymore, because I'm not even depressed anymore. Like that's the wild thing. Like I got on this system, and like a month into it, I knew I was onto something, because just wasn't depressed. I wasn't feeling bad anymore. I was feeling great. I felt so good. Like I wanted to get outside and do things instead of sit in my chair and play video games and watch TV. I was just ready to get out. And that's what we're doing today. We're having Saturday family day, and we're going to go to IKEA, and we're going to be playing some Pokemon Go later. Like I just love the fact that I was able to turn my life around and just do life for once, instead of just sitting in a chair and dying, letting the food kill me. Like I was so close to being put on like metformin and Januvia, Trilia, all these drugs that they're coming up with to produce GLP-1 in your body. You don't need it. You can do this all natural with food, and it's easy. Like that's what this system is about. It's about making this all simple, so you don't have to think about it. You just have to get up and go every day. That's it. That's all this is. And so I fast 16 hours a day. I fast from 8 p.m. till noon. In the morning when I wake up, I drink my Unimate. This does not break your fast. It's got really slow absorption, and that's one of the things. Like there are calories in this, but it absorbs so slowly into your system that you're not breaking your fast, so you just keep burning fat. You know what I mean? I'm burning fat so like you start burning fat, I think like 2 to 4 hours after eating every night. So by the time I go to bed, I'm burning fat, and then my body is burning fat the entire time I sleep until I get up until noon and eat lunch. And that's so wild to me. And hi, what's that? I'm drinking it. This is the Unimate Black. This is the new one. Kind of smells like coffee. What do you think? Yeah? But, so, and then at noon, after when I'm breaking my fast, I'm doing that with a fiber. And this is all natural. It's 9 soluble and insoluble fibers. There's a patent on this. You can only get it through the company that I'm with. The link that I share on my profile page is the only place you can get this. And this has been around for 30 years. Like it's insane to me to think about this and like this protocol. And what this is going to do is this fiber, you're going to drink this with your meal, with your biggest meal of the day, whatever meal you're going to have, the most carbs, the most sugar, you drink this fiber, this balance, and it's going to basically trap all the bad things, like trap all the sugar. It's going to keep you from getting an insulin spike, okay? You're not gonna, the sugar that would normally rush into your blood system and spike your insulin and get you to start storing fat, that is gone. This is gonna trap all that sugar and all that other stuff, and it's going to keep you burning fat through the day. Like that's what happens now. I just don't store fat anymore. Like all I do is burn fat and burn the food that I eat. Or I'm not burning the food that I eat now. That's the difference. Like when you're not fasting, when you're eating 6 to 8 times a day, you're not burning fat. You're burning the food that you eat. So then if you're eating empty carbs, you're not burning anything. That's why you feel tired and sluggish after you eat pizza and chips and all those things. And I'm not telling you can't eat that stuff anymore, because trust me, I do. Friday night, I'm still having pizza usually. You know what I mean? And I still have chips with a sandwich every once in a while, but I have my fiber first. And it's about how you eat, not what you eat. And that's so important. The fasting is important. Skipping breakfast is important. Or skipping one meal a day. Like, not everybody can skip breakfast. That's a thing too. The system is versatile. You can do it for how it works for you. If skipping dinner is easier for you, that's what you do. Skip dinner, have breakfast to lunch, and skip dinner. It's just about eating twice a day, no snacking, and then fasting the rest of the day. And it sounds incredibly hard. I know the first time I heard it, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. But the tools make it easy. When I skip breakfast, I have my Unimate, and this keeps me from feeling hungry. Every time I feel hungry, I just take a sip. Just like that. And this lasts me from the time I get up in the morning up until noon. And all I'm doing, like, I usually drink this to the half line here. This is actually the balance line, but I drink this until the half line, then I fill it back up with hot water again. And it's just like drinking tea or coffee. That's all this is. It's got caffeine in it, but only about the same amount as a cup of coffee. And this absorbs into your blood system so slowly that you don't get jitters or anything like that. None of the effects that you would feel from like drinking coffee. You do not get that from this. And it tastes good. That's the other thing. Like, I love it. I love the apple spice flavor that they have, and I love the lemon ginger flavor that they have. There's something out there for everybody. And if you don't like it, you can add cinnamon to it. You can add lemon to it. You can just doctor it up however you want. It's just like your tea or coffee in the morning. You just don't want to put, cream and sugar in it. You want to stay away from that stuff because that will break your fast. But anyway, we're going to break our fast at noon with the balance. And then I typically, like, this is the thing. You can use the fiber with either your lunch or your dinner. You can choose whichever you're going to have the bigger meal. And I've just changed this up for myself. I was doing 2 fibers with each meal. Now I'm just doing 1 with my biggest meal of the day. And typically what that means is I'm doing... So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to eat a lighter lunch. So in my lunch, I don't eat any carbs or sugar. I just eat protein, fiber, so like protein, like chicken and salad, things like that. And then healthy fats, cottage cheese. I eat Greek yogurt with some fruit, and berries are like the best fruit to put in yogurt because you're still getting your fiber in there. So that's keeping you from getting an insulin spike. So that's what I do. I eat like a lighter lunch. And then for dinner, that's when I have my carbs. If I want to have some pizza or I want to have, tacos or something like that. And that's where I use my fiber, because this is going to, first of all, it's going to fill me up. Like, this is going, once you drink this, you start to feel full. So then you're eating less. Instead of eating a whole pizza and weighing 407 pounds, you weigh 278 pounds and eat a couple of pieces of pizza. And with your fiber, you feel full and you don't really want anything else. You're just content. And then it's also going to trap any of the sugar and when the carbs turn to sugar from pizza crust, things like that. It's going to keep that from entering your bloodstream and keep you from getting that insulin spike. So you continue to burn fat. So that's what's happening. I'm burning fat all day long instead of storing fat like I used to. When I weighed 407 pounds last July, I was storing fat all day long because I ate all day long and I was eating empty carbs. Like, I would eat healthy sometimes, but typically I was eating snack food all day long or fast food. And when you do that, you're spiking your insulin all day long, and you're not giving your body the rest that it needs to burn the fat off. And I've done this. This change came with little to no exercise. I didn't exercise at all for my first 90 days of the 90-day challenge that I took. I didn't exercise at all. And then after that, I started implementing exercise. I did a push-up challenge that I never thought I'd be able to do, because when I was 407 pounds, I couldn't even barely breathe when I walked. I breathed heavy if I tried to walk upstairs. The office that I work at has 3 flights of stairs. And luckily, last year when we got into this new office, they have an elevator because I couldn't take the stairs. I would take the stairs, and by the time I got to the top, I was dead. I was just so tired and wore out. Now I take the stairs every day, and I basically run up the stairs like without any problem. I have no breathing issues anymore. I don't have any headaches anymore. I don't have any depression because I feel gross anymore. I don't have depression and anxiety about where I'm going to have to go to the bathroom and how I'm going to have to go to the bathroom when I'm out in public anymore. I don't have to worry about those things. And that's who this is for. Like, I'm here today and every day talking to you out there who is stuck in your chair. You feel like garbage because you're shoveling garbage into your face and you don't even know it. You don't even know what you're doing. Like, because I didn't. This is for that person, somebody who needs help, somebody who, like, I was lucky enough to have somebody reach out to me and say, you need this. This works. And luckily for me, I knew the person personally and trusted him. And I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. And the company offers a 90-day money-back guarantee. So I was like, well, I've thrown away so much money on health food things and like fad diets and gym memberships. I had like wasted so much money in the past. Why not do one more thing with the chance that I could get my money back if it doesn't work? And 90 days in, I had lost 50 pounds. So I knew it worked. And so then I did a second 90-day challenge and lost even more weight. And now I'm 8 months into this, still on the protocol, still being consistent, and I've lost almost 130 pounds, and I feel amazing. I started this journey at 406 pounds with daily headaches, weekly migraine headaches, inflammation filled my body. I breathed heavy when I walked. It was just a gross thing I was going through. And then here we are 8 months later, no headaches. I'm taking no over-the-counter drugs anymore. I'm like, I've lost all this weight. I have no inflammation. My blood pressure is regulated. My doctor's not trying to put me on blood pressure medication every time I go see him. Like, I was playing this awful game of Russian roulette, and I don't want anybody else to do that. And I'm not trying to not say hi when you guys come in. I'm just kind of wanting to get through this story for anybody that's listening. But anybody out there who's suffering from these things, type in the comment. Let me know what's going on. And, maybe this is something for you. But 3 changes to my lifestyle, and they were 3 easy changes to my lifestyle that I didn't think I could do. And then I actually, it takes a week for your product to get here. And I was so determined to feel better that I was like, well, I'm going to do this for a week without the product. And that's what I did. And so for a week I fasted and I, ate healthier. And even at the end of that week, I knew I was onto something, like the fasting and the fiber, because I had upped my fiber intake and I was fasting that week. And I knew I was onto something because I just started feeling better. Like the brain fog was starting to clear. And then when I got my product, it made it even easier because then it was just a no-brainer. I didn't have to think about what I was eating. You know what I mean? Like, you can eat what you want with this fiber and you're not going to get the insulin spike. You're not going to start storing fat. Like, that's the easiest way to say this. Like, this keeps you from storing fat. And this yerba mate that you replace your breakfast with is going to keep you in a good mood. It's going to keep you energized throughout the day. And you're going to take 2 of these now. So now what you're doing, you're getting 2 Unimates on this system now. So you're going to wake up in the morning, have your first Unimate, and this is going to get you feeling good, ready to go to work. You feel energized, and it keeps you energized throughout the day. I never feel tired. And with caffeine, I was drinking energy drinks all day long. And I would crash, and I'd have to have another one, and crash, and have to have another one. I was drinking 3 to 5 energy drinks a day. It's a wonder my heart didn't explode. But this keeps me, just one of these keeps me energized throughout the day. And I end up drinking a couple of these a day now because that's the new system and it works good this way. And it tastes good. It's instead of having water, you have a Unimate. It's got flavor in it. This is apple spice flavor and it's so good. But you're replacing breakfast. You have your Unimate. You get to lunch and you break your fiber with this, or break your lunch with this fiber, or you can break your dinner fast with this. It just depends on what you want to do. That's one of the better things about this program is you can make it work for you, whatever time you need this to work. So anybody, if you're out there, if you're interested in this system, if you want to lose weight, if you want to feel great, if you want to get out of the pre-diabetic state that you're in, if you're battling insulin resistance, neuropathy, there's so many things, skin tags, belly fat. I can't even think right now because there's so much that this does for you. But this is the system for you. If you want more information on it, I'm going to come back every day. I'm going to tell more about it. I mean, there's like 13 clinical trials on this. This is in the doctor's folder. I don't know what you call this thing, but like if you go to the doctor and ask for an all-natural cure to whatever what's going on with you, this is in there because it's that good and because it works. You know what I mean? You don't need to be on metformin. You don't need to be on drugs, pharmaceuticals. The pharmaceutical company is not healing you. They're just sustaining you. They're just trying to keep you coming back for more. And these drugs are getting more and more expensive. And yeah, there's a cost to this, but the cost of this, I'm now saving money, more money than I ever had because I don't eat the junk that I used to. I have more money in my savings account than I've ever had my entire adult life. I weigh less, almost less than I've ever weighed as an adult. And I did that in 8 months, just being consistent on this program. And anyone can do that. So if you're interested in the program, guys, go to my little face, click the face, go to my profile, click the link, and then you're going to subscribe to the Feel Great system. And when you subscribe, you get the 90-day money-back guarantee, you get free shipping, and you get the discounted price that you can't get anywhere else. There's nowhere else online you can get this. You're going to, see it other places, but it's not the same thing, and it's not this system. And you're not going to get your money back. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, too. Like where else in the world can you get on a program, try it for 90 days, and if it doesn't work, they give you your money back? Nowhere. This is it. So guys, do this for yourself. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. I might be back on later tonight. I'm not sure yet, but maybe I'll come on and do this with a guest or something. I think that would be fun. But you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Looking at here and doing things is so weird to me. I haven't gotten used to that yet. But much love to you guys. Have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you again soon.